What's up?
Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, home to the Liberty Flames, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this clash and filling up this stadium quickly. And the Flames will put total leather and will get started. He'll take the return, trying to get better field position. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will start this game off. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
They'll go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. Power football with the run. Going to work on
It's a lot,
red
but
zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff to the single running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Splits the uprights, good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
The Flames offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys.
Going for a big play right off the bat. Intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Offense set on first down. They'll leave it with him. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. There to make the stop.
Oh no!
Oh,
you did that.
And pick up the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And that ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows that. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
And that incomplete
Good
pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man, it's Ramsey. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
The Flames want to crank the tempo. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. 3rd down after the run. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Ramsey. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force him.
Yes, sir.
Down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's a fake going for the sticks. And they're not going to pick up the first down on the fake field goal. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. Just destroying his way through the field. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, great.
At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Right back to the well. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer blows.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Throwing right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense
Man,
knocks
we
it free, and
cannot
fourth down
pass.
is coming up. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's there to make the stop. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
That's in field goal range. So you
to the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll let it go to the left. He caught it. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. The Flames are moving quickly down the field. They move the tight end all over. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And they'll knock him down.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Liberty.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout.
And it's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball.
And it's so great to see the resiliency of this defense because they've been on the field now for a few minutes, right? This offense has been churning play after play after play, and they're getting yards, but the defense never quit. They were able to get to the ball, force the turnover, get possession, and now they get a much-deserved rest.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So we'll see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Hands it off. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complimentary.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Flames.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the move. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going over the top. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
It's going to be a tough
Kennesaw
game.
State will have to punt this one away. No return coming.
That was a good fight. Yeah, it's
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. The Flames will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to go up top on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with a lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Nowhere close.
Oh, yeah.
That one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. At midfield, he's got room. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll try the run. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. And the Flames racing to the line in a hurry up. He's looking to pass. They're setting up the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Flames are moving quickly down the field. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great shoot.
The ball's free.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Quick catch on 3rd down. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
We're running out of time.
They'll go to the counter play. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. Let's it fly. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He's not going to get there. it on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught downfield. All kinds of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. I'm not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half. Man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stop, he's going to let one fly down the middle. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown Owls. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes
We got bad with this team with the championship game.
So good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the returner will be knocked down. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side.
Yeah, guy hurt.
Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Hell yeah.
And the Flames come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Flames send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Romero. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Running back searching for a hole. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays.
We get 2 weeks off.
This much success on the ground, it starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense is first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Kentucky might make it to the playoffs.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Going to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. What a grab and go for the score. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. That touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play.
Our defense step up this game.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Getting some heat. And they got him. A sack denies to try to convert on 4th down.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
They stop him right on the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 5 to the 20. Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They want that clock to run. Sweet spin. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
He finds his man. And the defense.
That was almost a pick.
No pickup at all on that play. just keep throwing it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that pass intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the
They
defense
give
did
up.
a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. All business today for this ball club.